Global climate talks have opened in Madrid. Negotiators from almost 200 countries will talk for 2 weeks. Their headline goal is carbon neutrality by 2050, but the big question is how to get there, because right now the world is far from on track. This is the message from the United Nations.
There is no time and no reason to delay. We have the tools, we have the science, we have the resources. Let us show we also have the political will that people demand from us. To do anything less will be a betrayal of our entire human family and all the generations to come. Without the full engagement of the big emitters, all our efforts will be undermined.
Well, the big emitters are China and the US. Together, they account for more than 40% of the global total of greenhouse gases. We know Donald Trump pulled the US out of the Paris Climate Accord of 2015. You won't be surprised to know he's not attending this summit. There is a US delegation, though. Republicans opted out of being part of it, but Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House of Representatives, senior Democrat, has opted to go.
We're here to say to all of you, on behalf of the House of Representatives and the Congress of the United States, we're still in it. We're still in it.
Now, this graph outlines 3 scenarios and what it will mean for the world's atmospheric temperature. Do nothing at all. By the end of the century, an increase of 4.5 degrees. Stick to the current policies in place, over 3 degrees above pre-industrial levels. Even if all of the Paris climate agreement's approach are put into place, and that's a long way off at the moment, still you're looking at an increase of close to 3% above pre-industrial levels by the end of this century, which means drastic action is needed. This graph shows what needs to be done to reach the 2030 emissions targets agreed in Paris. Now, go back to 2010, and it meant that countries needed to reduce their emissions by 3.3% each year. They've not done so. Here we are in 2020. Well, they've got to bring it down by close to 8% a year to hit the target. If they don't do that, by the time you reach 2025, over 15% cuts will be needed every single year. In other words, the longer we go on not doing what we've agreed to do, the more drastic the action that will be required.